Welcome to the 2024 IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. Presented by Laco and SBD, we are live from Austin, Texas on day 7, I think, of the competition.
I think we're day 7.
Day 7?
There's a lot of days.
My name's Joe Whiteley. I am here all week with the one and only Gary Williams.
Yeah, look, it's been an absolutely magnificent competition so far. I mean, I think we've both been amazed at the depth of competition. The athletes have been just hitting so many new goals, and there's been so many battles in every single session.
It's been amazing. As you said, the depth of competition, even throughout the sub-juniors, juniors, masters classes, has been amazing. Today we will have the 74 kilo, 83 kilo men and the 57 kilo and 63 kilo women. We're going to start with the masters. And this is the equipped part of the competition. The classic section has finished now. And we are going to, okay, excuse me. I'm just catching up with the score sheet. We're going to have the 57 kilo class in the first flight, M1s, M2s, M3s. And then we'll move through to the 63 kilo class in the second flight.
Yes, you are spot on the money.
It's first thing in the morning. It's been a long competition, but I think we know where we are, and we are underway already with Anita Rathi, India. 62.5 kilos on the bar.
62.5 kilos.
And of course, quite a few of these lifters had lifted earlier in the week in the classic lifting as well.
42 years old and has been competing
They're backing up and competing equipped.
Need to hit 55 kilos in the classic competition, opening with 62.5 here.
Yeah, she has a long way to descend that bar to.
So these are all the 57 kilo lifters, and we have M1s, M2s, M3s. If you can possibly go to goodlift.info and check out the live score sheet, it'll be a little bit easier to keep track of the competition. Powerlifting is a numbers game, so it does help if you have all those numbers.
And of course, if you want to get some
competing 9 years.
athlete history, Open IPF is a fantastic resource.
You can scope out all your rivals. This is Kim Wilson. She is M2, and she's opening with 67.5.
Did Kim compete earlier this week? I cannot recall.
I don't think she did.
That is a good look for Kim Wilson.
Haven't seen her on the international platform since St. John's, 22.
75 kilos for Shauna
That's a
Hammer
good
of
lift.
Canada. Bar is loaded for Shauna. She's been competing 8 years, works in human resources, and is 51 years old.
Here's Shauna Hammer, Canada, opening her account with 75 kilos.
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot separating the top 4 in this class, in this age category. I mean, in classic lifting, that's a fairly big gap between the first opening nomination and the last. But in equipped lifting, 25 kilos is not much of a gap. And
That's a nice opener.
Going by that opener, 25 kilos is not much of a gap at all.
75 kilos. Bar is loaded for Hisako Ando of Japan.
We have the Formula One pit crew of powerlifting on the platform today. Before the lifter had even left the stage, the bar was loaded for the next athlete.
Yeah, they've been absolutely fantastic, and they have been such a big help keeping this competition running on time. Every session we've had over the last week and a half has started on time.
Here's Hisako Ando, Japan. 75 kilos on the bar. She took the bronze medal last year. She is the Asian champion. A little bit of a slow descent, but that was a great opening attempt.
Yeah, the press was really good there.
Bar to 77.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Dora Justice.
We move into the M3s now.
She is 67 years old and has been competing.
And we have the classic world champion from earlier in the week, Dora Justice.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm sure we can all remember Dora.
She benched 75 in the Raw competition. She's only with 77.5 now. She's asked for the bench to be cleaned, but
Yeah,
that
she's
comes
used
out
up a
of
bit of
her own
time.
time. I hope she realises that. Because she's down to 20 seconds.
Yeah, she's cutting it fine.
And it takes a lot longer to set up equipped than it does classic. But you don't have to complete your lift in that time, you just have to get the start command.
Oh, she got it there. It was a bit scrappy.
It
And there
was.
was a downward movement of the bar there. And I think
Yeah.
that might have been lockout as well.
I think there was a stall halfway and then there was that wobble at the top.
Emma is 50 years old and is from Great Britain.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
it dips
definite
there.
dip. That's a real shame. So here's Emma Stott. She was the silver medalist in Classic. Opening with 80 kilos here. Only took up the equipped benching quite recently.
There's been quite a few lifters that have just moved into equipped.
Certainly in the UK, that's down to Martin Marshall touring the country,
Yeah, he's doing an
stuffing
enormous
people
amount,
into
isn't he?
bench shirts, whether they like it or not.
Oh, that was a very awkward
That-
touch.
Yeah, just went the wrong way.
Geneseo lift. Let's
Yeah,
hear
look,
it
if
for
you
the
look at the
Constitution.
replay on that, you can see she was in a good line, and then the shirt just pulled her into a different direction.
Bar is loaded
She
for
did well to get a
American
press
use of Great Britain.
and recover, but just couldn't hold it there. Starts to move all over
Yep.
the place.
Yeah, you're right. She lost that
She
on that
is
last inch of
45 years
descent.
old and has been
It's a
competing
very
for
difficult thing
years.
to do when you're pulling through a shirt. The shirt wants to take the path of least resistance, and I think your description is probably one of the best. Is two opposing magnetic poles.
We have the M1s now, and here's Amanda Hughes for 90 kilos. And that is Martin Marshall. You can hear coaching from the sidelines. Good lift for Amanda Hughes.
And I think Martin was saying they've got one of their biggest British equipped teams
Yeah.
they've had in a long time.
And that's a direct result of him. He's going around the country, he's doing taster sessions in gyms. And that's what you need because it's hard to get into on your own. It's a group activity.
Yeah, it's a difficult sport to get into as well. I mean, if no one's doing it around you, it's very hard to say, oh yeah, I'm going to do equipped lifting, because you need equipment, you need help, you need people. If there's someone coming around introducing you to it,
And you can't just buy a shirt because what size would you wear? What style would you buy?
yeah, you can't just walk into a shop and buy one.
This is my Uehara from Japan for 92.5. That's a lovely bench.
Yeah, that was a great press.
The lift is good with 3 white lights.
You could see the shirt was trying to get her offline, but she held it in position.
Well, she's not wearing a belt, so you can see it just slipping
Yeah,
up the
that's a great
chest
view.
as she
It's sliding up
goes.
the chest, isn't it?
But this seems to work for some lifters. It doesn't work for me at all. I have to anchor that shirt down, otherwise I'm in trouble.
Almost 3 decades.
Some lifters seem to be able to account for the movement of the
Yeah.
chest plate as they.
I know for myself, if I
Bada.
don't have a belt on, it slides up almost over my head. It's terrible.
Gabriela Herner, Germany. Last lifter out in the M2 57 kilo class, 100 kilos on the bar. She is the favourite in this class. Haven't seen her lifting equipped at World Bench since Vilnius 21. So it's great to have her back on the platform. Multiple time world champion before that.
Yeah, I was just going to say she's won quite a few world championships. Well,
Now,
it's stalled, but did it dip?
Well,
2-1 for
2-1.
Gabriella.
It's a
Raised
good
the bar
lift,
to
but let's see that back
125.
from the front.
Bar is
And the
loaded.
jury, we have a 3-man
Jessica
jury here today.
Reyes
They will
of
be
Mexico.
reviewing. I think it did.
Yeah, I think it did. Hard to catch.
She is 41 years old and has been competing 15 years.
No, jury happy? Jessica Reyes next, Mexico, 102.5 on the bar. This is her final opening attempt.
And of course, Jessica competed earlier this week as well.
Yeah, she was the silver medalist behind Maria Frank. Maria Frank lifted equipped in the 52s yesterday. Had a couple of cracks at a world record. Didn't quite get it. But Jessica Reyes is well out in front now in the M157s.
Yeah, I mean, if this was classic, I'd say she's going to be hard to catch, but being equipped, I'm saying it's anyone's game.
You never know. So in the M1s, it's Jessica Reyes ahead of Mai Uehara and Amanda Hughes. And in the M2s, it's Herna from Hammer from Ando. In the M3s, Dora Justice has yet to get a lift in. But we don't concern. It would be quite concerning in Classic to miss your opener. It's fairly standard in equipped.
Yeah, it's not unusual at all. I mean, honestly, in a lot of sessions, it's not unusual to see 80% of the first round with no lift.
Anita Rathi, India, 465.
Just got out of control there.
And indeed, one of the best benchers, some of the best benchers we know will only get one in on the final attempt. Sonia Stephanie Kruger is a great example. I'm not sure when I've seen her get her opening bench. But then she'll come back on a third and smoke a world record.
Yeah, particularly when you get into the heavier classes as well, it starts becoming more and more difficult to just tune that shirt in exactly.
Here's Kim Wilson in the M2s, 475. Steve Petrensic, world champion as of yesterday.
Yeah, he's had a very, very busy week, coaching, then competing. It's a high touch point.
She didn't get much of a pop off the chest either. That was mostly her.
That was a tough fight. She locks it out. It is a perfect attempt. Raise the bar to 80 kilos. It is loaded and ready for Dora Justice.
You tend to touch a lot lower down towards the belt on a quick lift.
And has elected
Well, everyone has different styles, but a maximum tuck works for me, and a low touch point.
Yeah, I have a low touch point. Tuck the elbows in.
So here's Dora Justice. She has elected to put an extra couple of kilos on that bar, having missed her opener. And again, where this would not make any sense in Classic, a little bit of weight helps you overcome the resistance of the shirt.
Yeah, you just want to get the balance right. You want to have enough weight to pull through the shirt. That's not so hard that it's shifting you around the place, but not so much that you can't get a pop off the chest and it's too easy to touch.
Ah,
that was
brilliant.
fantastic.
I think we've got Dora on the board now.
Extra couple of kilos made the difference.
80 kilos. It is loaded and ready for Shauna Hammer. She opened at 75 and has went up to 80.
So that assures Dora Justice of her second world title of the week. Of the competition, anyway. Here's Shauna Hammer. She was the Classic World Champion a few days ago. She's going to have work cut out to hit the double with the equipped, though, with Herna being so far ahead.
Yeah, that's going to slow down the plan as well. I think that
is
tipped,
a no lift. She would get one more attempt.
Unfortunate.
Our next weight is 82.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Hisako Ando of Japan. She opened with a successful 75 kilos.
Just the shirt stops helping halfway up, and you have to be underneath it and pushing in the right direction and timing that exactly right to get the bar to the top.
Yeah, in that case it looked like the timing was just a little bit out. The pop off the chest was good.
This is Hisako Ando, Japan, for 82.5. This will move her into second place ahead of Hammer.
Oh, that was good.
Really nice technique.
That is
It's a bit of a
good
slow
attempt, 3 white
descent,
lights. Bar is loaded for Emma Stott.
but it seems to work for her really well.
She missed an 80.
Now here's Emma Stott, looking all business. She missed 80. She's going to take 82.5, and this will put her in second place if she can hit it.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. An extra couple of kilos. I mean, and in a shirt, generally you're not going to feel that extra couple of kilos difference in your hands. But it could be enough just to get the shirt to the chest a little bit easier, get a clean pop. And that made all the difference.
And I think she's got it. Oh, she's got one yellow. So let's see that back from the side referee, from the side view. Oh, her butt's up. Her butt's up. That's going to be an overrule.
Of Great Britain.
It hasn't been overruled yet, so yep, that is a good lift for Emma Stott, and we have Amanda Hughes on the platform right now.
Oh, that was a tough press, but she gets it there.
Really was. But that 95 for Amanda Hughes moves her into second place.
Just didn't get the speed she wanted off the chest.
Is loaded and ready for Mai Yuhara of Japan. She has made a 5-kilo increase. With this,
So
she
this
will
is
attempt to go
Mai
from third
Uehara,
into second place
Japan, for
in the
97.5.
57-kilo M1s.
So this will put her back into the silver medal position for the moment.
Move her back ahead of Hughes. We're in the M1s just now. First international event, and she is fighting for podium places.
Not a bad introduction to World Championships, is it? Well, she got it to the top, but I am going to wait for the referees. Yeah, 2 red lights there,
that's a
blue
shame.
cards.
The bar to 102.5. It is loaded and ready for
The
Gabriela
bar must
Bernat
go to
of
arm's
Germany.
length in one movement. It cannot dip.
This is an increase of 2.5 kilos after
It's so
opening up
marginal.
at 100.
Here's Gabriela Herner, Germany. Very experienced lifter. She's taking a very small increase to 102.5. But I think that's just about staying ahead. She doesn't have to kill herself.
Yeah, look, and a small increase like that, there's not really a whole lot of adjustment you need to do to the shirt.
I think the world
If any.
record is some distance out of reach. So she just needs to stay ahead of the field.
And the lift is good 2-1 for Gabriela. Raised the bar to
Another blue card
107.5.
there from side referee.
Bar is loaded and we are ready for Jessica Reyes of Mexico.
It's really difficult, isn't it? Because when the bar stalls, sometimes it's really hard to tell whether there's a minute dip. Here we have the leader in the M1s, Jessica Reyes, Mexico. 107.5 on the bar.
Strong press.
That
Wasn't
is
a lot of
good lift
speed
for
in that one,
Jessica.
but her strength and triceps got her through.
65 kilos. We start round 3 lifting. Bar is loaded for Anita Rathi of
So after
India.
the second round, Jessica Reyes leads Amanda Hughes and Mai Urara in the M1s. In the M2s, it's Herner from Stott from Ando and Dora Justice in the M3s. Anita Rathi for her final attempt.
Oh, that came up in stages, didn't it?
Really
It
did.
dip?
It
That
did.
is to 2-1. Please load the bar to 82.5 kilos. Hold up, we have an attempt change in progress.
In single lift bench, you can change your attempt twice, just like you can in deadlift on the full power competition. And we have changes coming thick and fast now.
You'll have a few coming now.
82.5
Yeah,
is the
coaches
weight.
are playing their games now,
Shauna Hammer will be the lifter of Canada.
or arguably earning their money now.
Bar is loaded.
It's a very difficult thing to
Shauna
do.
will
You,
attempt to
you,
go
you want
from
to try
fourth
and,
place to
I mean,
the
if you're at the
silver
top, you want to
medal
try and be the
with
last
this
one lifting.
82.5.
But you don't want to be stuck lifting something that's well out of range either.
Now here we have Classic World Champion Shauna Hammer. Missed 80, it's gone up to 82.5. This will put her back in second place. I'm
That one
waiting
was
for
a
the decision.
four-stage lift
Yeah.
as well. And
That is
it's a
no lift.
lift.
2-1.
So Hammer will not make the podium, and I can see the coach going at lightning speed to the jury table.
She made
I
a
think it dipped
successful
in the middle
80
there,
kilo
but
lift
it
on
was
her
ever
second.
so slight.
So here we have a double world champion, Dora Justice. M3 lifter, 67 years old, 85 kilos on the bar.
She missed her open at 77.5, put another couple of kilos on, made all the difference.
Now I thought she'd missed her touch there.
That was strong
Well,
though,
she
wasn't
got
it?
it back to the
That is a
top.
lift for Dora.
So no lift, unfortunately,
We
but boy,
remain
that
at
was
85
strong.
kilos.
Well, she got one in.
Bar
That's
is
the important
loaded
thing.
For Kim Wilson of the United States. She
Hey,
will
in
attempt
equipped
to
lifting,
go from fifth
getting one on the board is an
to the
achievement.
Silver medal with this 85 kilo
Yeah, exactly.
lift.
We all say the
This
equipped
is
lifter's
for
prayer
the
before we go
silver.
out. Just let me get one in.
Just one would be nice.
Here's Kim Wilson, and she's got two in. She's looking for her third lift at 85 kilos to move into second place in the M2s. This is a big jump, so no doubt they've jacked that shirt down. That's
Oh,
not
she
going.
just didn't get any speed off the
Just
chest,
wants
did
it to
she?
be, let's hear
Sometimes you
from
can
Kim
jack the
Wilson.
shirt down as far as you like, and it's still not going to go.
Bar is loaded at 85 kilos for Hisako Ando. Attempting to move from the bronze to the silver medal in the 57 kilo master.
The next two lifters are both in the M2s, and it's Hisako Ando first for 85. Now, if she misses this, Emma Stott's got 87.5 in. If Ando misses, I would expect Stott to drop that. I'd expect her to drop it anyway, actually, because she's lighter. But she wanted to go out second, so the coaches are playing the right game. And you can't bet against
Oh,
Ando.
that
She's
was
such a great bencher.
Hisako has made the podium.
I think that was
Please
90%
raise the bar
her.
to 87.5
Tony's at 10%
kilos.
shirt on that one.
Bar is loaded for Emma Stott.
So Emma Stott has
Very
not
good.
dropped. She is going out for 87.5.
Okay.
I think a more conservative approach might have been to take the
Emma sits
85.
in the bronze medal position, and she will try to overtake Andu for the silver.
But here we go. Emma has the bronze medal in her pocket. Can she swap it for the silver? Relatively new to equipped lifting. Coming into this competition, her best was 75. We're already a long way out ahead of that. This will be a new British record. No, she's gone. Yeah, she knew
Just
it.
a bit much. Let's give it up
Her
for
left
Emma
wrist was
Stott.
bent right under at the
Our
bottom
next
there.
weight,
If you don't get
97
everything
and a half
right.
kilos.
And she did right not to attempt that, because that was, she'd
Bar
have
is
probably hurt
loaded
herself.
and ready for
You watched the
Mai
left wrist?
Uehara.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gone
yeah.
at that
To go
point.
Just
from
Yeah.
rolls back
bronze
onto
to
there.
silver.
Nevertheless, Emma Stott takes the bronze medal with Ando taking the silver. And we are up into the M1s now, with Mai Uehara, Japan, for her second attempt at 97.5 to move into second place.
Yeah, she got this bar up, but she got the blue cards. It came up in sort of sections. The coach did take a trip to the jury, but no joy.
It's not something you see much in raw lifting, but it really is a feature of equipped, because you have to get so much right, the timing and the direction. That looked
That
good.
is a no limit
Yeah,
for
and again the
Mai.
blue cards.
Please load the bar to 100 kilos.
I think it must have been so
Bar is
marginal.
loaded for Amanda Hughes of Great Britain.
Coach is taking a walk. No, that definitely went
Yeah.
down. Amanda Hughes now for 100 kilos. She has the silver medal. This won't change that position, but it'd be great to get that triple-digit number up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that's just one of those goals, isn't it? I don't think she's lifted 100 kilos in competition before.
I think you're right.
Oh, it's so
Oh,
close.
wow.
She's still going. I hope this is a good lift.
What a
That was a
tough
huge
What a
effort. It
grind.
is 3 whites.
The lift
Absolutely phenomenal for Amanda
Please
Hughes.
raise the bar to
Look at this grind.
112.5
Normally, when the shirt
for
gives up on you,
Herna
you
of
mean-
cannot
Germany.
keep going, but
Bar
she
is
just kept
loaded.
going.
Almost came to a complete stop.
$112.5.
Here is our M2
For
world
Gabriella.
champion, Gabriella Herner. There's another world title to add to her collection.
Yeah, she really set the standard right from the start, didn't she?
This is 112.5. No, that's not going today.
It didn't look comfortable on
That is
the...
a no lift for
But then that's what
Gabriella.
I thought
Percent.
about Amanda Hughes' bench.
Well, that's true.
We remain at 112.5 for Jessica Reyes.
One lift remains in this flight,
Bar
and it's
is
Jessica
loaded.
Reyes.
Yeah, she'll be really happy with that performance. It's below her best lift, but she only did what she had to do to win.
112.5 on the bar. She's jacked that shirt right down. Being helped out by the German team today. It's a bit wiggly, but it's gone to the top.
She has got great strength and great grind.
And the
She
lift
gets
is
2
good
whites.
for Jessica Reyes.
So if you can get the front replay for that, it was wiggling about laterally as much as anything.
It really did move left and
Yeah.
right, didn't it?
Our next weight is 50 kilos.
I
at a
don't
height
think there
of
was a dip.
5 and 4.
So Jessica Reyes takes the win in the M1s. The silver medal goes to Amanda Hughes and the bronze to Mai Uehara. In the M2s, it's Herner from Ando from Stott, and Dora Justice picks up her second world title of this competition.
Now we are ready. Bar is loaded for Michelle Carlasio of the United
Straight
States.
through to the
50
63
kilos.
kilo class.
She is 53 years old.
And
works
again,
as
we
a
have
personal
M1s,
trainer.
M2s, and M3s.
Yeah, I think if you're able to, definitely get onto goodlift.info. Get the live scoreboard going. It's a lot to keep up with here.
And you can keep an eye on the graphic as well. That tells you what class the lifter is in. This is Michelle Carlasio, USA. 50 kilos on the bar. She's elected not to wear a shirt, at least for this lift.
Michelle is on
That
the
guarantees
board.
her a lift on the board without the
55 kilos.
difficulty with equipment.
But she's got the stress of trying to get a shirt on now. Well, if she is going to wear a
And
shirt.
only
Bar
11
is
lifters
loaded
as
and
well.
ready
So
for Amber Hinchelwood of Great Britain.
The equipment is allowed,
She
it is not
46 years
required.
old and works in
Here's Amber
IT.
Hinchelwood, Great Britain, for 55. Craig Coggle having a great time coaching there. Nice and easy.
The lift is good. 3 white lights. Please load the bar.
Yeah, I was just checking. I didn't think I'd seen
65
Amber on the
kilos.
international stage before. It's her first world bench.
Bar is loaded for Evelyn Herva of France. She is 68 and has been competing 35 years.
Evelyn Aubin, France, for 65.
yeah, she's certainly no stranger. We've seen her at a lot of competitions for a lot of years.
She took the silver medal in the Classic. And that's the experience right there. She's
And
been
the lift is
competing
good.
internationally since
Raised the bar to
2005, if not
72.5
before.
for Faith
Yeah, I think
Muller of the
even
United
before that.
States. Bar is loaded. She is 42 years old and works as a nutritionist.
Here's Faith Clough. Silver medalist in Kazakhstan in 2022. Didn't see her in Sun City last year. Looking for 72.5 to open her account.
And she's certainly right up there with the top as well in this one.
I thought the set was
That's
a little
an
bit
easy
wobbly, but she
opener.
got a perfect press out.
Yeah, the
We
press
move
was
up
good.
to 77.5 for Lynn Holman of the United
It's
States.
very difficult to regain control too after it starts to move around a little bit. If it shifts laterally, I know in the past for myself, if I get that lateral shift,
Bar is loaded.
Game over.
generally it's
She
game
is
over.
62 and works as a court reporter. Be careful what you say around her.
Lynn Homan, USA. 77.5. She's in the M3 category. 62 years old. Oh, a little bit slow at lockout.
Yeah, she really
That
powered
is
it
a
up in the
perfect
triceps there,
attempt
didn't she?
for Lynn Holman. Bar is loaded at 77.5. Our next lifter will be Rachel Sprague.
Next out is Rachel Sprague, GB. Silver medalist last year. A little bit late to the platform.
No, I think there's some confusion with the screen. The screen's and the out's
Bar
changed
is
over.
loaded for Rachel Sprague.
Ah, okay.
77.5.
Rachel Sprague's name sounds very familiar.
Yeah, she was silver medalist in Sun City.
Oh, that's why. And that would explain why she sounds familiar.
Yeah. Not been lifting equipped for very long. A couple of years at most. That was a cracking opener.
That's a perfect attempt, 3 white lights. Load the bar to 82.5. Bar is loaded. Our
Up
lifter
into
from
the
France,
M1s now, and we have
Melissa
Melisa Meunier.
She is 49
She
years old.
benched
and has been
75
competing
in the
4 years.
classic competition, opening with 82.5 in the equipped.
Yeah, I think some of these numbers are really good examples. There's often a misconception that you can put a shirt on for the first time and add 50 kilos to your bench press, and it doesn't quite work like that.
Absolutely not. Being coached by Florence Lucchese, who lifts tomorrow. Both of them lifting both classic and equipped.
That is a perfect
And she's
attempt
on
from
the board.
Melissa.
She's on the board
Bar
and
is
leading the
loaded
M1
at
class with one lifter still
82.5.
to emerge.
Our next lifter, Lena Alexandra Oyen of Norway.
And the next lifter out
43
is the
years old
final
and
lifter
works
to
as an
emerge in the
entrepreneur.
63 kilo class. And that's Lene Alexandra Uyen, Norway, for 82.5.
And she's lighter than Meunier as well, so that's really going to play to her advantage. All she has to do is track her along.
Oh, that's a difficult touch. She controlled it so well.
Yeah,
though.
it was a long time, wasn't it?
It's a good lift for Lena. Our
You
next
could
weight
see
is
the bar
90
was trying to
kilos.
skip around. The shirt was trying to push it in the
Bar
wrong
is loaded
direction,
for
but she
Socorro
kept control of it so
of
well.
Mexico.
There it goes, got
Yeah,
it down.
really did, didn't it?
And we can hear that Socorro Perez is already on the platform. She's such a vocal lifter.
Her enthusiasm, her love for the sport makes her probably one of my favourite lifters. She's just so passionate about powerlifting, her home country.
And that's 90 kilos looking like nothing at all.
We go up to 95 kilos.
I think
Bar
her
is
enthusiasm
loaded
is
for
beginning to infect
Miyuki
the German coaches that are helping her today.
Japan.
One of the great things about powerlifting, isn't it? You come here, you haven't got
As
a
an
support
office
crew,
worker, been at it
one of the
9
other countries
years.
will jump in and help.
Absolutely, we've seen that all week. For some of the countries that have only sent 1 or 2 lifters and haven't sent a coach, the next team along will scoop you up and help you out, even if you're opposing one of their lifters. It's such a great community. Powerlifting in general, but for me, Bench World in particular,
Yeah,
it's a great
it's a
atmosphere.
very close-knit community. They look after each other.
Miyuki Sakurai, Japan, for 95. Next 2 lifters are both in the M2s. Everyone in this flight is a 63 kilo lifter.
The big opening lift, our next lift too.
Look good. You can't tell a lot from that angle, but
That
it
is a
certainly
good
got
lift.
to the top, and she got 3 white lights.
17.5 for Isabel Ilya of the United States. Bar is loaded. She's 57 years old and is a fitness trainer.
Isabel Iliev, USA, for 117.5.
Yeah, that's a huge opener.
Yeah, massive. I've just leant across you, Gary, to look at what the world record is in this class, and it's a huge
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it?
167.5.
Just trying to think who in the 63s owns that record.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I'm going to take a look because that is huge. But meanwhile, this is Isabel for 117.5 that she's made short work of.
Yeah,
That
if you
is a
blink, you
perfect
missed that one.
attempt for Isabel.
It's
Lift the
Mayumi
bar to
Kitamura.
55 kilos.
Oh,
She
of course
did that
it
in
is.
Japan.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
it is in Tokyo.
We begin round 2. Bar is loaded.
Yeah, I meant the
Michelle
World
Holman
Bench
at
in
50
Tokyo in
has
2019. We
taken a
tend
5
to
kilo jump.
refer to competitions as places.
Yeah.
Were you in Kazakhstan, in Lithuania, in Japan? And we are through already to the the first lift in the second round. And it's Michelle Calacio, USA. 55 kilos on the bar. No,
And
that
just
looks
stalled
almost
out
like
there.
an equipped failure, but she's. I think she's not going to put a shirt on
Please
this
Yeah, it doesn't look
competition
like
now.
it.
60 kilos. It is loaded and ready for Amber Hinchelwood of Great Britain.
Just a bit too heavy.
This is also a 5 kilo increase for Amber.
Amber Hinchelwood now. Excuse me, I'm struggling with my words today. Great Britain for 60 kilos.
Oh, great power off the chest.
3 white lights, it is good. Raise the bar to 72.5. We are ready. The bar is loaded for Evelyn Erba of France.
We move into the M3s for the next couple of lifts. And this is Evelyn Erban, France, for 72.5.
He's put a decent jump on there, 7.5 kilos.
Now this will keep her in touch with Homan. If Homan gets the next lift in, probably Erban can't catch her. But you never know what's going to happen in powerlifting, so you have to get your lifts in. You can't. It's not like
That is a
tennis where you
beautiful
could
attempt for
you can
Evelyn.
affect the other
It is
player. You
good.
can trip
Please
them up
raise the
or
bar to
overextend them.
80
You can
kilos
only do what you can
for
do.
Lynn Holman.
Yeah, I mean, I like to stick to my own plan. This is what the plan is today. And my third lift is
Bar is
if there's an
loaded for Lynn.
opportunity and it's available, take an opportunity if it's within reason. Otherwise, I'm sticking to my plan.
But equally, Gary, if you weren't feeling good in warm up or it didn't seem like that was on today, you would react to the environment around you. Lynn Homan now, 80 kilos. Now she gets this. Maybe she's out of reach for Erban. But I have seen that Erban has put 80 kilos on herself.
That is another good lift for Lynn
Yeah,
Holman.
Ban's a bit heavier though, so
Raise the
she's going to
bar
have to
80
outlift her.
kilos.
And that was
It
a
is
that was a
loaded and
nice
ready
solid
for
lift for
Faith
Homan.
Lowe. She has made an increase of 7.5 kilos.
Faith Clough now. 80 kilos on the bar. Sitting in third place right now. This won't change that position, but the two lifters ahead of her are both on 82.5. So she's just staying in touch.
Yes, you're right. It doesn't change the position, but it just puts her within reach, within grasp. And as we said, you stick to your plan, and if there's an opportunity, then you take it. And that looks like a good lift. It is.
The
3
lift is
whites.
good for Faith Lowe. Load the bar to 82.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Rachel Sprague. This is a 5 kilo jump for Rachel.
Rachel Sprague now in the M2s for 82.5. Sitting in third place. Probably not challenged for that third place. So she does see an opportunity to try and move past Sakurai.
Yeah, I think she's in a good position there.
Three white lights. The judges
Good
don't
lift.
just like it, they love it. Raise the bar to 87.5. Bar is loaded for Melisa Mounier of France.
Next out, it's Melise Meunier, France, for 87.5. That's not going today,
No,
unfortunately.
That has just come to a complete
That is a
standstill.
no-lift
And
that
she's
wasn't for
used a
lack
lot of energy
effort.
fighting that bar.
Yeah, she really did there. She grounded out for a little
In
while
round
and
three.
used up a lot of energy.
Bar is loaded at
So she's still in second place, but she's under real
Elena
pressure from Faith Clough now.
Alexandra Oyen of Norway.
Sometimes you've got to make that decision to stop the lift earlier to try and
She made
conserve some energy.
82.5 on her opener and has jumped 5 kilos.
Leni Alexandra Øyen, Norway, for 87.5.
Good speed off the chest.
That was
And the
really
lift is
nice.
good. Load the bar to 95 kilos. Sakura
And-
Perez is our next lifter.
She's in the lead in the M1s, but there's a bit of a bun fight going on at the front there.
Bar is
Yeah,
loaded.
Really
there's not much
close.
in it, is there?
Sakura started out at
I guess
90
we'll see a lot of changes coming in for the last lift.
and moves to 95.
Sakura Perez now, Mexico, for 95.
You know she's coming to the platform before she even walks out the door.
I love it. I love the energy she brings.
Go to the bench worlds nearly every time. Sakura and Essie Reyes are always there.
And the lift is good for Sakura.
That was fantastic, and
Our
3
next
white
weight is
lights.
100 kilos.
Sakura Perez
Bar
has
is
just been
loaded
added to my list of
from
favourite
Miyuki
lifters.
Sakurai.
That was my favourite celebration ever.
This is an increase of 5 kilos.
Miyuki Sakurai, Japan, for 100. She's sitting in second in the M2s. She's going to struggle to catch Iliev in this class. But she's going to want to keep Sprague behind her.
Yeah, Liev is well out in front. But you're right there, Sprague is just certainly within reach. A missed lift will open the door.
That's another great
That is a
bench
good-looking
for
attempt, 3
Sakurai.
white lights. Our next weight, 122.5
And the final lift in the
for
second round
Isabel Iliev.
is
Massive.
Isabel Iliev. It's huge,
Bar
122.5.
is loaded and ready.
Yeah, I think if Iliev puts this one on the board, it just really closes the door for anyone. But she's got to put it on the board first.
I think she has.
The lift is good 2-1.
Now, blue card failure from the centre referee. So let's
Yeah,
see
I
the
wanna see
front
the replay
replay
on
back.
that.
Our first lifter
It was
will
a
be
quick
Michelle
lift, though.
Carlasio, and she will repeat 55 kilos. Bar is loaded for Michelle.
I don't think it
I think
actually
it just
did.
stopped. It's very difficult for a referee to pick up that movement.
So Ian is leading from Meunier from Clough in the M1s, and in the M2s it's Iliev from Sakurai from Sprague. In the M3s we have Perez from home and from Elban. Already into the third round, and this is Michelle Carlasio, USA, for a repeat of the 55 she missed last time.
That
That's
looked
an
completely
easy
different,
10,
didn't it?
3 white
It
lights.
really did.
Which is really
We moved to
unusual because her
65
second
kilos
just
for
looked too heavy
Amber
and she's not lifting with a shirt.
Yeah.
And this
That
one
bar
just
is
looked.
ready for Amber.
And that's probably an example of where the lifter makes a tiny technical error that isn't really visible.
Because that was such a different lift.
Amber Hinchelwood here to wrap up her international debut with 65 kilos. Just a little way off the podium today. quite a slow descent. And
Yeah, and it hasn't helped her.
hard to tell what was going on from the
That is a
top,
Yeah,
but
well,
if we can see that back from the front,
2 blue cards. I
Raise the
think the
bar
bar
to 80
moved
kilos.
significantly down. I could be wrong. We were looking for a top angle.
Evelyn Erdebaugh. The
Well,
bar
I
is
don't know
loaded.
about that now. The coach is going to the jury. I'd probably
yeah,
take a walk on
I
that
would
as well.
too. That looked to me like it stopped but didn't dip. But the coach is having a chat with the jury, and the jury's overruled. That is a
It's a
good
good lift.
lift for Sprague. That pleased the Brits in the audience. Here's Evelyn Elban for 80 kilos. She won't move past Lynn Homan.
You know,
This.
and that downward movement of the bar, from a referee's perspective, and you've refereed a number of competitions as well, it is really hard because you're seeing everything in fast motion. If the bar stops, there is a tendency to assume that there's been
That
a
is
dip
no
and press
lift. She
that
did
button.
get credit for 72.5.
No lift for
Our next
Elban.
weight,
She finishes in
82.5
third place with
kilos.
72.5.
It is loaded.
She looks quite happy because she's about to take her shirt off. That's always a joyful
it's
moment.
always a very meaningful moment when you get to take that shirt off. They are not the most comfortable things in the world.
Here's Lynn Homan. She is solidly in silver medal position now, looking for 82.5 to complete her day.
Yeah, Perez was just a little bit too far out in front.
And she locked it out in the end.
She got there in the end. It was a slow lockout, but she got the lift. She'll be relieved with that.
Got a really good view of the platform crew there, working at lightning speed.
She will attempt to move from the bronze to the silver medal if successful at 85.
Here's Faith Clough for 85 in the M1s to move ahead of Meunier.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very good lift call, this one. She's just sticking to a plan. She's in a bronze medal position. She's not trying to overreach to get into that silver. This will put her in the silver. Yeah,
This put
she
her in
might
the
lose
silver,
it,
yeah.
but she's not trying to overreach.
Well, she's heavier than Ian in first, so she would have to do 90 to try and reach
Yeah,
first
and,
place.
I mean, and it's very tempting to do that, and then you end up missing the lift altogether. And I think that was the right call. You could see it shift around there.
Yeah, I think so. So she's in second now. And Melissa Meunier is out next to try and reverse that.
She did really well to regain control. As you watch her the touch of the chest there, it slides right down.
Faith Clough for the silver
A
medal.
fantastic effort to regain that.
Meunier on the platform now. She is guaranteed the bronze. Can she swap it for silver? Florence Lucchese, already lifted once at this competition. Will lift again tomorrow.
I was just going to say, she'll be lifting again equipped.
Yeah. It's hit a wall. Oh no, she's got it going.
Wow.
Wow.
The lift
Oh, that'll be
Oh.
disappointing.
2-1. Our next weight,
So
90
let's see
kilos
the
for Rachel
replay.
Sprague. Bar is loaded. She has 2 lifts.
I don't know, you know.
today.
I don't know. But the coach
9
didn't
to
go
be
to the
perfect,
jury.
3 for 3.
And here's Rachel Sprague, 90 kilos on the bar. She has the bronze medal. Silver just a little bit out of reach.
Yeah, I think sometimes you just got to make the decision whether something's worth going for. I mean, it's always worth taking a shot at another medal if it's within reason. That's a tough lift, and it's
Oh,
not
that's
going to
gone.
go.
Just a little short. Clap your hands for Rachel Sprague. Please load the bar to 95 kilos. Bar is loaded for Lena Alexandra Oyen of Norway.
Here is Lenny Alexandra Ian, Norway.
Oh, she looks focused too.
She is the M1 63 kilo world
She's your
champion.
current
She's
leader
gone all the way up to
at
95.
63
I
kilos
suspect this will be a national record or some other personal goal.
Yeah, it's a 7.5 kilo jump into her third. It's quite a large jump in this weight class. Oh, it
That's
just doesn't
not
want to
quite
go.
there today.
Still moving up. Well, I'm going to put my shoe in my mouth.
That is
No,
a
it-
lift.
No, we
It
got
was
through
some
hands.
up and down.
I cannot believe she lifted
Next
that.
weight, 100 kilos is loaded
Yeah,
for
just quite a bit
Socorro
there.
Perez of Mexico.
How she got that moving again is beyond me.
She has 90 and 95. We will see if she can
Here's
knock
Socorro
off
Perez,
100.
Mexico, for 100 kilos. She has already won her class in the M3s.
And she won this last year in Sun City, I think. I think she was a gold medalist last year.
That's a cracking
That
third.
was a great lift.
And the lift is good. 3 white lights.
Her energy is infectious. You can see the German coach as well.
Bar is loaded.
It's great to have these
Our
charismatic
lifter,
lifters on the
Miyuki
platform.
Sakurai of Japan.
This is Miyuki Sakurai, Japan, for 105. Silver medalist in the M2s.
Wow, Iliev was just way out in front in the M2s, wasn't she?
Yeah, there was no catching her from the start.
I think it's there.
I think so.
2-1.
Centre ref thought there was up and down movement of the bar, so let's see it back from the
Final
centre.
attempt of the session. 127.5 is loaded and ready for Isabel Iliev.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think so.
She is your
If there
current
was, it
leader
was so
in the
minuscule.
63 kilo
One
Masters
lift
2
remains in this session, and it's Isabel Iliev. She has been impressive
It's
today.
a monster lift, 127.5.
Her first world bench, only her second ever international. And I think we'll be seeing her again
yeah,
very
I
soon.
think she's locked it out. Oh, she's
That
got
is a
3
no-look for
red
Isabel.
lines, all yellow cards.
Don't go away. We're
I
gonna go
think
right
that
into
can
the
only have
wall.
been
We'll
jumping
be
the
right
command. I can't see what else that would have been really. And we won't get to pick
No,
that
we
up
won't
from
know.
the replay. So unfortunately that was no lift, but she's still world champion. So let's take a look at the overall results. In the M1 category, it's Lene Alexandra Øyen from Norway took the win with 87.5. Faith Clough the silver medal with 85. Melisa Meunier takes the bronze with 82.5. In the M2s, it's Isabel Iliev, 122.5. From Miyuki Sakurai, 105. And Rachel Sprague with 82.5. M3s, Socorro Perez with a really dynamic
Yeah, that
performance.
is definitely our new favourite lift today.
At 100 kilos, ahead of Lynn Homan for the silver with 82.5. Evelyn Elban takes the bronze with 72.5. We have the medal ceremony coming up very soon. I hope you'll stick around for that. And we have much more lifting here today at the World Bench Press Championships. So join us for that.
States brings them out. Let's hear it for these girls. Outstanding lifting. We begin with the 57 kilo Masters 3 class with a lift of 80 kilos from the United States, your gold medalist, Dora Justice. I ask that all rise. Please remove your caps for the playing of the United States National Anthem. Congratulations, Dora. We move to the 57 kilo Masters 2 class. Your bronze medalist with a lift of 82.5 kilos from Great Britain, Emma Stott. Our silver medalist with a lift of 85 kilos from Japan, Hisako Ando. And our gold medalist with a lift of 102.5 from Germany, Gabriela Hörler. And I ask that you would all rise. Please remove your caps for the playing of the German national anthem. Congratulations, ladies. Very well done. We move to the 57 kilo Masters 1 class. Our bronze medalist with a lift of 92.5 kilos from Japan, Mai Yuhara. Our silver medalist with a lift of 100 kilos from Great Britain, Amanda Hughes. And our gold medalist lifting 112.5 kilos from Mexico, Jessica Reyes. And I would ask that you all rise. Please remove your caps for the playing of the Mexican national anthem. Outstanding work, ladies. In the 63 kilo Masters category, our bronze medalist with a lift of 72.5 kilos from France, Evelyn Herba. Our silver medalist, lifting 82.5 kilos from the United States, Lynn Homan. And our gold medalist, lifting 100 kilos from Mexico, Socorro Perez. And once again, I ask that you please rise, remove your caps for the playing of the Mexican national anthem. Congratulations, ladies. Great work. In the 63 kilo Masters 2 class, your bronze medalist with a lift of 82.5 kilos from Great Britain, Rachel Sprague. Our silver medalist, lifting 105 kilos from Japan, Miyuki Sakurai. And our champion with a lift of 122.5 kilos from the United States, Isabel Iliev. And I would ask that you please rise, remove your caps for the playing of the United States National Anthem. In the 63 kilo Masters 1 class, our bronze medalist with a lift of 82.5 kilos from France, Melissa Meunier. Our silver medalist, just 2.5 kilos ahead at 85 kilos from the United States, Faith Clow. And our gold medalist with a lift of 87.5 kilos from Norway, Lena Alexandra Oyen. And once again, I would ask that you would all rise. Please remove your caps for the playing of the Norwegian National Anthem. Excellent job, ladies. I want to say thank you to Joanne Frost of Great Britain and Nora Keller of the United States for presenting the awards. Thank you. Mr. John Burford, lead them out, please. Let's hear it one more time